This episode, I'm going to try to tackle that pesky check engine light for the EVAP code with something rather simple, and then also I'm going to address the headlights and taillights, maybe if I get enough time, the third brake light. Some of you guys pointed out the fact that I didn't clear coat my headlights or taillights after sanding them down and polishing them, effectively removing all the clear coat that had been on there. Some people were saying they're going to look like crap in a matter of just a few months, which I knew wasn't the case, especially with it being garage kept. But I don't know how long this car is going to be garage kept. I have some other projects I need to work on, so this or the E36 might be swapping, moving in and out of the garage, being outside, plus I drive the crap out of this car now. So I think clear coating the headlights and while I'm at it, the taillights is the right move. You guys know that the Porsche has a check engine light for an EVAP code. Now that could be a whole host of different issues, but I'm going to start with a gas cap. This serves a couple different purposes. For instance, this might actually solve the check engine light problem, and my gas cap is old and it is no longer attached. So when I'm filling up with gas, I just set it on the windshield. There's no point of attachment left. So this could potentially fix both of those issues. See, there's no, I guess all it's missing is the pin, but still, this is just old and raggedy and has seen better days. Oh, it goes down there. I gotta get that out of there. Just disintegrating. Cool. Now it holds itself there. Now I just wait and see if that fixes the check engine light. I'll end up clearing it, drive it for a while, and see if it comes back. So when I want to drive with a new gas cap, check engine light is still there, so I'm going to clear it now, and I'll continue driving it in the next couple of days and see if it comes back. Code's cleared. Are we good to go for a drive? Or a couple drives. To be honest, the headlights and taillights on this car look great now that I've refinished them, but you guys gave solid advice that clear coating them would be the right way to make sure they stay looking nice and fresh for the long haul. So the first thing to do is to pull them out. As you guys know with these cars, removing both the headlights and taillights couldn't be any easier, so I just gotta pull them out, get them sanded down with about 600 grit, get the cars out of here, get these parts prepped, and then hit them with the clear coat. Clear coat I went with is this 2K clear from Spray Max. Got it from Amazon. They have a bunch of good reviews. It's basically like the Eastwood 2K clear. It has an activator on the bottom, so it has the hardener built in, so it's supposed to be more like a clear coat you would spray out of a gun with a hardener. It's supposed to look better, last better, lay better, all that good stuff. So hopefully this goes really, really well, and the parts look essentially exactly how they do now, but they'll just be protected with a clear coat. I'll never have to worry about polishing, waxing them, and they should last an extremely long time. So let me take about the next 5 minutes, if that, to pull these parts off the car. That's a great part about these cars, is some of the things are really, really easy to work on, like the lights. Quick shout out to Clint Hightower. He makes the lightsavers for these cars, which are necessary because my lights aren't in great shape and would literally fall off the car if it wasn't for these parts. Although dirty, as I've been driving the car every chance I can get, the headlights still look just as good as the day I wet sanded and buffed them. So now it's just time to start sanding on all of them. It shouldn't take too long. Actually, I gotta pop the headlight washer caps off again, hopefully without breaking them. Get these sanded, get the taillights sanded. It's like a monsoon outside right now, so I don't know about pushing the cars out, just letting them get absolute drenched on. Possibility of trees falling on them or whatever, so might have to just get them sanded and prepped and wait till that rain stops and then paint them. So obviously I'm not painting them in the garage with the cars in here, Overspray Central. That one off without breaking it. I'm happy with that result. I'll just do the same thing to the other headlight. Pop the washer cap off, hopefully without breaking it, like this one, and we'll move on to the taillights. Nice. By now, you guys should know how much I love my Milwaukee tools. You guys actually give me a lot of crap for using these all the time. But either way, real quick announcement. Giveaway number 2 is now live. It's gonna run through July and August. So if you buy anything like this 996 t-shirt from the website, boostedapexdesigns.com, every $5 you spend is a chance to win the 3/8 high-speed ratchet and the 3/8 impact driver. And it also comes with 2 batteries and a charger. This is all brand new stuff, and it's run through Social Boost giveaways, so I don't have any input on who the actual winner is. And unfortunately, like last time, this is United States residents only. I just haven't figured out a way to be able to take things like this and ship it to, let's say, someone in Australia or Germany, anywhere in Europe wins. I haven't figured out those logistics yet, so for now, everyone in the United States, you're good to go. Every $5 you spend on the website gets you entered for a chance to win. I'm also always adding new stuff to the site, so check back every once in a while. You'll see a new t-shirt or sweatshirt or hat design. Good luck, guys. Thanks for entering. I took a lot of time making sure all the parts of both headlights and both taillights were sanded about as perfectly as you could get it. That's why you may be surprised with the results a little further in this video. Three down, 1 to go. pretty satisfied with how those came out. Everything's looking good to go. I just gotta wait for this thunderstorm to slow down a little bit. I mean, if it's raining, I don't really care if the cars are out there in some rain, but it's like a pretty nasty storm. So once that's done, push these outside, make sure these things are clean, and then I'll get the first coat of clear on.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Rain's almost stopped. Time to spray. Another 2 minutes to shake it. All right, time to spray. Hope this goes well. That's a really nice spray pattern. Just one really light coat, and then the other coats will be slightly heavier. When spraying the tail lights with the second coat of clear is when I noticed a problem. So the headlights look great, but the clear isn't being accepted on the tail lights, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna finish the headlights. I'm gonna have to sand the tail lights, figure out what went wrong there, hit them again. And it's only the red part too. It's not the actual upper clear part. I don't know why. You can see how terrible that looks, and I just couldn't figure out why the clear coat wasn't sticking to the red part of the taillights, because it stuck to the top without issue whatsoever. What was also odd is that the clear coat stuck perfectly to the headlights, and they actually came out really, really nice with just the first coat. So it's time to lay on a couple more. Headlights look perfect. Just gotta let that final coat dry, and then gotta figure out what happened with the taillights. Oh boy, that could have been bad. I'm generally like confused because the headlights came out nearly perfect, but the taillights, and it's so weird, only the bottom section turned out like doo-doo. Like the top is like perfect. This is 2 coats? 1 coat, 2 coats. The top is like great, but the bottom is just all freaking messed up. So I'm gonna do some sanding. Hopefully this has had enough time to cure so I can sand it, because I really want to get these clear coated tonight, let them sit overnight so I can install them tomorrow. I don't want the car to be down that long. I don't know what the problem was. I'm gonna be here a while. Yep, still here on the first one. I switched to 320 grit because I just needed something more aggressive. It's gonna be a bit. Okay, I got one completely done. Luckily that was the harder one. The other one, it doesn't have as many imperfections, if that's what you want to call it. So I can knock that one out quick, and then we can try this again and just hope that, I don't know, my luck is a little better. Both sides done and sanded, looking like they did before I put clear coat on them. So I don't know, maybe the clear coat had a bad reaction to the bug and tar remover, which doesn't really make sense because it was fine on the headlight. So either way, I'm just gonna use alcohol this time. And I think I'm gonna try to go even lighter on the first coat of clear. I went really light because that's normally, you have a problem if you go too heavy, but that wasn't the case. Either way, I'm gonna go lighter. Wish me luck. I don't wanna have to sand this all down again. Fresh microfiber, just pure alcohol in there. Right about here, I quickly realized that alcohol was not the way to go. Well, that messed it up. I just can't win. The alcohol just started sticking because it reacted with the clear coat, so that's not gonna work either. Now I'm gonna have to do more sanding. Good job, Matt. This is going well. It's going great. Back to square one. Feel free to roast me in the comments, because as usual, I'm just learning as I go, and I'm learning by messing it up. So I think I'm gonna go back to the bug and tar remover, but just a little bit. Again, another fresh rag, blow it off real good, and I'm gonna let it sit and dry out a little bit longer. All right, now I'm gonna give it a little extra time to completely dry out, and I'll hit it with its first coat again. I should be able to tell right away if it's gonna stick or not. All right, it's been a bit. I'm gonna give it a shot on the one that came out worse first. Here goes nothing. All right, we'll wait and see. The first coat seemed to go fine, but then again, it was so light that it was hard to tell because I hardly sprayed anything on there. So the second coat would really tell the story. And tell the story it did. Just like the first coat, the clear coat was not sticking to the red part of either taillight. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. So you may be wondering why I'm adding another coat of clear coat. Well, I'll explain that in just a bit. I don't know what the deal is, guys. Same thing as last time, it just won't stick to the red. So I'm just gonna leave the top clear part clear coated. Then what I'll do, I'll sand the clear coat off the red once it's dry, and I'll just polish that up like before, and that will just be a part that's not clear coated. I don't know what's going on that it won't stick, but it won't stick. couple of you guys pointed out something to me in the last episode about my rear camera, and actually that the bracket is designed to go behind the license plate. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Shout out to you guys and for the comments as usual, because putting it behind the bracket makes it look way cleaner. Overall, I was really pleased with how the headlights came out. They looked even better than when I first polished them. So now, not only are they shinier than when I freshly polished them, but now they have a clear coat that's going to protect them from the sun and other things and make them last. So the headlights turned out awesome. I'm really happy with them, and now I know they'll be fully protected and good to go. So I'm going to install them in the car really quickly, and then we'll move on to addressing the taillights. Looks good to me. I'm not going to beat a dead horse here. Obviously, the clear coat didn't stick to the red part. Stuck perfect to all the rest of it. So, from the black line down, I'm going to sand, I'm going to buff and polish until it all looks good. But at least the top's protected. Well, I'm pretty happy with that, guys. I mean, it looks about as good as new as you could expect. And it's got clear coat on the top. There's no like obvious line or anything on the bottom. I'm disappointed, but at the same time, I'm happy with the end result. Just wish the red could have been cleared as well. But you don't need to watch me do all that a second time, so I'll just snap my way through it. All right, taillight with bad looking clear coat. Very bad, on the red. Be fixed in 3, 2, 1. Look at that, much better. Looking sort of newish. I'm pleased with it. Let's get these installed. Another big shout out to Clint, because my lights would cease to exist if it wasn't for the lightsabers. Check them out. Nice. All freaking good. Now I want to inspect the third brake light. I guess I'll make some time for that. I don't know if that's OEM or not. I'm going to do a little bit of research. I might end up having just to buy a regular third brake light. I don't think it's cleared over. I think it's how it's made. Nah, that's not smoke, guys. That's aftermarket for sure. So I just took some lacquer thinner to it, took no color with it, and it actually started like messing it up like the plastic. So you can tell that's just the way the plastic is. So I'm gonna have to get a new third brake light if I want it to be red to match everything else. To be honest, it really doesn't bother me, but if I find an OEM one for the right price, I'll put it in. satisfying changes to the 996, especially on the rear end with the fixed license plate, camera bracket, taillights looking good, has an actual license plate. Yeah, I'm happy. Thanks for watching, guys.